Greetings, Patriots. In today's lesson, you will have an opportunity to solve one-step equations using integers. So you can practice solving them given a situation or with and without algebra tiles. Let's go ahead and look at our first problem. So if you look here, we have 2x is equal to -8. So first thing I'm going to do is write my equation. 2 times a number equals -8. You should be able to look at this picture and generate your equation. So once again, you know that I'm multiplying 2 times a number, so I'm going to do the inverse of that, which means I am going to divide by 2. So remember our integer rules, especially when I'm multiplying and dividing, right? When I have a negative divided by a positive, that's going to give me a negative answer. So when I take -8 and divide it by 2, that gives me a -4. Now, can I always check my solution? Well, of course I can. 2 times -4 should equal -8. And when I multiply, right, two groups of -4, that gives me -8. And does -8 equal -8? I can say this is true. So -4 is a correct solution. Let's do our next problem. Now I have 3 times x, 3 times some number, is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I think about this, 3 times a number equals 9. Well, the inverse of multiplication is to divide by that 3. I'm dividing by my constant rate, or my coefficient, as you all know it. We've set that in class. So x is equal to 3. So now can I check my solution of 3? Well, of course I can. 3 times 3 equals 9. And in an equation, what I have on one side, I have to have on the other. So because the 3 makes this equation true, 3 is the correct solution. Okay, so what if I don't give you any tiles and I just give you an equation? Once again, this says 6 times some number equals -72. So I'm not going to multiply, I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides, right? So -72 divided by 6. Well, I can simply divide by that. And I'm dividing by a negative, so I know I'm going to get a negative divided by a positive. I'm definitely going to get a negative answer. So when I go ahead and take the time to divide this, I get -12. Right? So therefore, let's check my solution. -12 times 6, does that equal -72? Well, when I multiply this out, I do get -72 equals -72. So solving one-step equations, one operation, multiplying or dividing. So here we go. If I'm given a situation, Sonic sells slushies at $3 each. How many slushies do they have to sell in order to make $210? Well, I know they're selling the slushies at $3 each, and I have to figure out how many slushies, right? There's my slushies at $3 each. How many did I actually have to sell in order to make $210? I can write an equation using that unit rate. Well, if I divide by 3 on both sides, that's going to tell me how many slushies I need. So if I take 210 and I divide that by 3, that gives me 70 slushies. Okay? So if I take 3 times 70, and I multiply this out, I get $210. And that means, since this equation is true, 70 is my correct solution. So sometimes you may be given a situation, just like you all were given in our unit rate. Remember, they give you that unit rate. You know that you're multiplying by that unit rate, by that constant rate of change. So do we have an opportunity to practice solving just one-step equations from a given situation with and without algebra tiles? Yes, we did. And you will have a short assignment to complete. Have a great day, Patriots.